What am I looking at? There it is. Hi. How you doing? What's going on? Got a lower this. In case we have any Facebook users, I've got my trusty iPhone so I can see Facebook users' comments. How are you? Hey, Amy's here with lots of stars. Hi, Amy. How you doing? Look, Amy. I got your decorations up. Amy. Now I'll wait till more people are here because I'm telling you. Obviously, you know. So yeah, welcome to Welcome to Art Fueled Life. Welcome to the replay. My name is Bobby, and I am the host of this group and this show. And if you're watching in the replay, then do me a favor and let me know you're in the replay. You can put a hashtag. Hashtag I am in the replay. Hashtag Bobby still hasn't come up with better hashtags than that lame one. If you're watching live, then you can comment. You can comment the whole time. I'm going to go through my spiel in a moment. And then you guys can comment. I hear the clicky sounds every time a little comment comes in. I like that. I like that clicky sound. You guys like this clicky sound. So do me a favor, just keep commenting the whole time, even if you're saying nothing. And then what happens is I finish my spiel and I come back. I read all the comments, and that's when the discussion starts. That's my favorite part of the show. And usually I have no idea what the hell your comments are about, because I'll say something really smart and you guys will be like, yes, that's smart. And then I'll read it like an hour later and I'll be like, I don't know what I said. So I see some Facebook users coming in. Who is this? Oh, it's Liren. Hello, Liren. And it's Liren again. Okay, so I'll have to tag you later, Liren, with the link. There's a link in the description of this live that says eCam something, or ecam.com. If and when you get a chance, you can click that, and then it won't show up as a Facebook user like that. It'll show up like I'll be able to see your face, like Chelsea. Hi, everyone. Hi, Chelsea. How are you? And Ray says hi. Hi. All right, so you know what? We're going to start now. Let's start. We are the dream. We are the dream. I want you to think about that sentence for a moment. I said this in Monday's live. Yeah, by the way, I'm doing these on Monday and Thursday now. So I said this on Monday's live what did I say? I said, we think that we are human beings trying to live our dreams, but in reality, we are the dream having a human adventure. We are the dream having a human adventure. I'm playing with that way of saying it for a little while. I used to say we are spiritual beings on a human adventure, and I still like that. It's still true. But calling us spiritual beings is kind of like, you know, calling a Corvette a vehicle. You know, there's lots of vehicles. There's lots of, this is a bad analogy, but you know what I'm saying. It's like it's a Corvette. We are not just spiritual beings, because that doesn't to me really land on what I'm trying to get at with this. We're not spiritual beings being human so that we can have a dream. We are the dream. We are the dream. And that's what I want to get. I want to get to the heart of this. And not today, but this is what I'm working on, and it's kind of the crux of the movie that I'm making. And I'm going to work out the script with you guys. So we're going to start by flipping the script, right? We don't have a dream. We are the dream. We don't have ideas. We are the ideas. We came with all the ideas in a bag. Here they are. I got my ideas. I'm one by one. I'm just going to feed them to myself, and they're going to pop in my head, and I'm going to be like, I have an idea. I don't have an idea. I am the idea. I'm feeling myself. I'm seeing myself. I'm experiencing me. That's what it is. I didn't have a thought. I am the thought. I am the thought, and I want to be the thought, and I want to be it physically. So I made this whole body so that I could come here and experience it. That's what we're doing here. That's what this is. The humanness is the physical version of what we actually are, which is the dream itself. We don't live our dreams. We are the dream. So I've got 3 things to say about this, aside from everything that I've just said. Number 1, try to see it from this perspective. Open your mind to this. I'm sure if you're in this group and you're on this live, then you're into this. So try to see it from this perspective. But this isn't one of those lives that I think is just going to be like, hey, Bobby said a cool thing, and then I go about my day, and the next day I wonder what cool thing he's going to say today. This is the thing. I'm going to be harping on this for a little while, and not saying the same live every day, but this is going to be like the theme of what I'm about for a little while, a couple of decades. But try to see it from this perspective. And really, I think that this is going to take some practice, because unless I'm just late to the party and you've already been thinking this way, this is like a different way for me to think about it. I never considered the fact that that I don't have a dream. I am the dream, and I get to live it. And I created my physicality so that I could live it. I think it takes a little bit of nuanced thinking to flip that idea and just really ponder it a little bit. That would be my recommendation. That's my number one. But number two is, I think the reason I think that I know that most people don't think this way is because when you are something, you don't try to make yourself be that thing, right? You don't see somebody who is, when you, I didn't think of a good analogy for this either. So I don't try to be an artist. I don't try to be an artist. I am an artist, and I know it, and it just kind of flows out of me. I don't wake up one day and go, oh, if only I could make myself an artist. No, I just am. Well, some days I'm better at it than others, and some days the ideas come easier than others. So I don't have ideas. I am the idea, but you know what I'm saying, right? And but never do I say, I wish I could be one. I wish I could be an artist. And because I just know innately that I am one. But there are a lot of things that I don't know innately that I am, but I don't know. And in those cases, I am trying to make it happen. Right? I really want this thing, so I'm going to do everything I can to make it happen. And that's hard. I never try to make it happen to be an artist. I just am one. But when I want to make this thing happen in my business, or have this kind of relationship, or whatever your thing is, right? When I want that thing that I feel like I don't have, I am the artist. I already got that. It's easy, right? But I don't have this thing. I really want that. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to get it. I'm going to find it. I'm going to dig for it. This is me digging, right? Because making it happen is hard. Letting it be is easy. And why? And this is where my head started spinning around. Because making something happen isn't the dream. Even if we are physical beings with a dream, the dream is not to make it happen. The dream is to have it. But when you're trying to make it happen, you are literally not living the dream. So how can the dream come true when you are intentionally not living it? The dream is not to make it happen. The dream is for it to just be. So if you are trying to make it happen, you are doing the opposite of letting it be. And you're mad that you're trying to make it happen and it's not being. But it can't be when you're doing the opposite of what it... This made my head spin. And go round and round in circles, and I think that that's why it's so difficult to really land on this concept of that I am the dream. I don't have to make a dream happen. I don't have to figure out what it is. It's me. I'm it. I'm the dream. I'm the dream. Right? So not your dream. You're your dream. I'm my dream. And so when we try to make it happen, it doesn't happen. Because making it happen wasn't the dream. Think about that. Really think about that. And then when your head stops spinning, think about it some more. Now, all of this spinning stuff creates what I call head trash. Because we as a society, as a species of things running around on this planet, we have this head trash in our head that we got to hustle, we got to do all this work, we got to make shit happen, we got to try to make it, because what happens is we're taught stuff that is wrong, And we grow up with all of this stuff that's wrong, but being told that's how the world works because look, you can see it happening. And then you get out into the world and you realize I kind of see what you're talking about, except sometimes it happens by accident, sometimes it doesn't happen at all, and sometimes you're just wrong, you know? But what I feel is that it should just be better than this. It should just be bigger than this. It should just be more fulfilling than this, and it doesn't require me to do anything about it other than to be. But that doesn't fit with the head trash. That doesn't fit with what we were taught. That doesn't fit with what everybody's reminding you about every day on Facebook, which is why I don't hang out on Facebook. I hang out in here with the cool people. We try to make it fit, or we try, when we see things that don't fit, we try to get to the bottom of it. I'm going to get to the bottom of that. I'm going to go to therapy for 25 years, and I'm going to talk about my mother, and I'm going to talk about the thing that happened to me when I was 6. I'm going to get to the bottom of this damn thing. Why do I do this all the time? There's no bottom to it. You do it because you're trying to make the dream happen. You can't make the thing be that already bees. You got to just let it be. There's going to be a lot of daily fuels. You know what? Whatever. They're called daily fuel. I'm just going to keep saying it. I don't know. It doesn't really even matter what the hell we call this. Hi. By the way, yesterday was the group's birthday. A million years ago, Amy sent me via tortoise or turtle or whatever these... so many inside jokes. These little, they say happy birthday. You can't see that they say happy birthday, but they do. All the way from the UK, from the butt of England. So thank you, Amy, for that. She also sent me balloons, which I forgot to blow up. So there's that. Maybe every once in a while I'll throw out a balloon. But I hung those up because Amy sent them to me with a nice little card that said happy birthday. So thank you for that, Amy. And so it is the birthday of the group was yesterday. And 1 year ago today, yesterday, I opened the doors to the group. If you look on the About page of the group, it says the group was started on September 4th. Don't pay attention to that crap. That's the day that I went into Facebook and I created a group. And I started thinking about, well, what could we call it? So, and then for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, however long, it was closed. The only person in the group was me. And but on September 22nd, 2020, I opened the doors and let everybody in that had joined. There were a few hundred people. And now we're up to 1,600. So thanks for being here. I appreciate it. And happy birthday to the group. And Nathan showed up. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? And Dagmar's here. Hello, Dagmar. Nice to see you. Hi, Bobby. Hi, you all. Thank you. Nice to see you. Fine-tuning words is a thing I am passionate about. Yeah, me too. I like to fine-tune words. To me, words are important. They're a horrible way of conveying meaning and thoughts and emotions and stuff like that. But they're the only thing we got because we can't. Well, I know empaths, but we can't literally communicate through emotions, and we can't literally communicate through thought. But you know, we can communicate some ways, but not the literal way. And the way that we get most information across to each other is through words and language. And so and plus it's fun, you know, to really play with the words and figure it out. So we're both like that. Brandy thinks this is interesting. I said something interesting and she thinks it's interesting, right? My example was that you hear me say something and you're like, yeah, that's amazing. But she's just like, it's interesting. It's cool. I like it. I'm into this a little bit. Cool. Thanks, Brandy. Nice to see you. I just listened to the 4 Agreements. Very similar. Is it really? I know. I've heard of that. I don't know that I've read it. I think I read it. I don't remember. I remember somebody telling me about it a million years ago. Did I read it? I don't think that I did. Nathan, our bodies are just a note of expression. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? That we are the dream and our bodies are just like, how can I live me? How can I live me, right? If I were not physical and I said, gee, I'm amazing, I want to live something, how can I live me? Well, I need to make this body. And then I get here and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to live me now. Imagine that I did that and the first thing I thought was, what am I going to do? No, I'm going to be me. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be the dream. I'm going to be the dream. And then it's like, oh man, I forgot to bring the dream with me, and now I gotta make one. I gotta figure out how to make it happen. I gotta get on the phone and ask those people for stuff. Blech. No, you don't have to do any of that shit. But we think we have to, so we start doing it, and then that doesn't work, and then we create this hamster wheel for ourselves. Next thing you know, you're 70, 80, 90, 100 years old, and you didn't do it. Doesn't matter really, because you'll just do it again. But you know, when you're here, it's like, oh man, you know, feels bad here to think you didn't do it, but I guess it doesn't really matter. It's all interesting. It's all interesting. Everything, like everything I ever say, is interesting. I want to take it that way. Like getting out of our own way. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. These are expressions. Think of, is this Liren? I'm gonna pretend that it is. Who is it? Yeah, like getting out of our own way. So here's an expression, right? You've heard this one. Get out of your own way, right? You're in your own way. These are like the expressions that people say. We just flip them around, like get out of your own way. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. Then you go home, and what do? The first thing you do is you get in your own way, because we don't really know what these things mean. We don't really truly understand what we're saying when we say get out of your own way. It's such a difficult concept to understand, because our brain wants to think of it literally, like I'm here and I want to go that way, and for some reason I just stand in front of myself, and no, it's not what it means. But it kind of energetically means that, because what it means is I am something already. I'm not being it. I'm trying to create it with material that doesn't even make that thing. Imagine I'm Legos. I'm this amazing Lego set. I'm just this amazing Lego set. And I'm like, I got to build the Lego set. Well, let me make them with marbles. And the marbles just fall off of each other because they're round and they don't stick together like Legos. And I can't understand why I can't build this amazing Lego set with these marbles that I found. And the reason that I can't is because I'm looking at the marbles and I'm looking around and all I see is marbles everywhere. I have to be able to make it out of marbles. Clearly, this is how you make things. I can't see the amazing Lego set because I am the amazing Lego set and I'm trying to build it. I don't need to build it. I'm already built. That was a good one. That one I like. Don't try to build it out of marbles. You can't build a Lego set out of marbles when you yourself are the Lego set. I think all right, now I've just put it into the ground. What is this word? Naive? Neve? Niv? Bobby, it's the core. It's so important. I myself am, since I am a child, a day and night dreaming being. Yes. The more we become lucid living, I like that, lucid living. That's a cool expression. The more we become lucid living, the more we see the signs. Magic is truly around in all and every now. My heart whispers, my inner eye sees, my thoughts and also words, also intentions, also my hand. Like everything. Together create all that I perceive. I played with it. It's beyond limits. Yeah, lucid living. I like that. Let's play with those words for just a moment. So lucid dreaming is when you're asleep, right, unconscious, and you're dreaming, but you are consciously aware of your dream. So I guess you're not unconscious, but you're asleep. So I don't know what they call that state, but it's lucid dreaming, right? But lucid living is, let's call that when you're awake. Here I am. I'm awake, meaning not asleep in bed. I'm awake, but I am lucid to the fact that I am not this thing trying to make the dream. I am the dream experiencing myself. That's what I am. Oh man, do I like that. Lucid living. Lucid living. I gotta... Time out. I haven't done this in a long time. I gotta write it down. I'm gonna forget that. Lucid living. Dagmar, of course, right? Dagmar. Lucid live. I can't spell. Lucid living. Nice, Dagmar. That's a great expression. Consider it stolen. Okay, good. Amy says, it's weird you say that about being an artist, because more and more I find myself telling people I am an artist. And I feel like I am being me now, and I can say it because it's me being me, an artist. Yeah. I think that that's one of the things. I've said this before. I started this group. I didn't know why the heck I was starting this group. I just was being called to start a group. And it was nice to hear what Kelly said on our live yesterday, that that so many of us were brought to this place that is sort of uplifting and empowering. And for you specifically, Amy, it empowered you to take on the mantle of, yep, I'm an artist. This is me. I can say it, right? You recognize the Lego setness of yourself, and we're just like, the hell with these marbles. I don't need these marbles. And all I did was listen to that little voice in my head that said, start this place. And everybody gathered around and was just like, I'm going to learn this and I'm going to learn. And that's what we're doing. We're all figuring out what we need to figure out for ourselves so that we could all start lucid living. Ah, that's a great expression, Dagmar. Okay. Liren says, daily on the day that they happen. Okay, great. that's what daily means. I like it. Yeah, you know what? That's great. I might just stick with daily fuel, because calling it art fueled life is it's not catching on in my head. It's been daily fuel for so many years. Even before this group, I used to run another group, and I did lives every day called Daily Fuel. So I just carried that name over to here. Being wrong made us feel small. It's like we are birds with giant colorful wings, not being able to open them because we create a golden cage, a mental golden cage. We just need to open our wings. There is no cage. Yeah. Wow. I like that. I like your picture too, with the rainbow coming out of you like that. That's cool. Nathan, thank you very much for all of your hard work. Well, thank you for being here. I could do all this with nobody here, and it wouldn't amount to much. Really, it's a back and forth. That's why I like doing these lives, because and I've said this before several times, that I know people like to think like, oh, thank you for doing this, and thank you for teaching us this, or for saying this. Some people have said teaching, and one person called it class recently, and I was just like, it's fine if you perceive it that way, because you're here to perceive what you need to perceive. For me, this is therapy. I just come out here and I got shit in my brain and I don't have a place to get it out, so I get it out here instead of going and paying a therapist. I say it to you guys, and you guys give me good feedback, and I go, yeah. And then the next week I do it again. And then occasionally I burn out and I don't want to do it anymore, and then that lasted 3 weeks, and now I'm back. So Amy says, you give a lot of fine-tuning words through your actions. Yeah, I try to massage it through words. Communication is something that I like to not master, but to practice, and I'm finding it interesting in writing the screenplay for my movie, because it's forcing me to put things in a logical order. I don't know where I'm going with that. I just had a thought and it doesn't really make any sense, so I'm going to skip it. But thank you, Amy. Good God, man, breathe. Nah. I think we have proven by now that I can do this on one breath and I'm fine. So you know what happens is I breathe. I took that 3 weeks off and I just breathed all day long, very quietly. You should see me when I'm not doing Daily Fuel. I probably say more words in one Daily Fuel. See, I called it Daily Fuel again. It's just on Monday it's going back to Daily Fuel. That's it. There's nothing I can do about it. When I'm fighting myself to do a thing, then I realize, why am I doing this? It's just the natural version of me just goes over here, and I'm like, no, it's got to be over here. And the natural part of me is just like, oops, I accidentally went over here again. Oops, I accidentally did that again. Oops, you know what I'm saying? I keep saying it, so whatever. And I like it. Dagmar says, hocus pocus means literally the word creates. It's magic, spelling, spells. Yeah, being aware of all we say is important to open up limits. A lot we say, for example, I want means we don't have it. I fine-tune that to I desire to receive, fill in the blank. Yeah, I desire to receive rather than I want. Okay. I get myself in a grateful state by inner knowing it's already here. I am the antenna. cool. Dagmar's full of wisdom today, like most days. Dagmar, yes. See, that's what I'm talking about. Except now I know what she's talking about because you didn't say just yes in general. If you had just said yes to Dagmar's thing, I would have immediately assumed you were saying yes to something brilliant that I said. But since you, specified that it was Dagmar, then we'll assume that it was something Dagmar said, which is probably smart too. Yes, that's lucid living. Me and Pablo created these words. I like those words. They're really great. Lucid living. Yeah, that's a good one. So happy you like it. Use it. Thank you. I appreciate that. And that is the last comment. That's the last comment. So are we done? I guess we're done. So, thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up and hanging out. I appreciate it. I guess it's time for the Booby Prize if anybody wants it. You can steal it from Dagmar because right now Dagmar has it. The Booby Prize, if you don't know, is a prize that I give to the person with the last comment. Here's some new comments. This is awesome. Hey, Donna, how you doing? I'm glad that you think this one is awesome. I appreciate that. Words are important, says Amy. That's why we use the whole dictionary. Lucid living allows for the usage of as many words as you need to create and express what we are creating because I think I enjoy the sharing of the creativity. I like lucid living. So usage of the words, as many words as you need to create and express what we are creating. I'm just going to, I love everything that you said here, but what you just said made me think of something that sometimes I feel like the word create implies that we don't have, I'm going to get rid of you, it implies that we don't have the thing that we are, right? The Lego set trying to build the Lego set wants to create. And the word create to me implies that I don't have it, like Dagmar said, I want means I don't have, right? And to create something means it didn't exist and now it does. To my mind, am I off base? I'm not saying we can't use that word anymore. You can use whatever words you like. And when you say create, I know what you mean. But I'm just wondering if the way that we speak and use language, as Dagmar pointed out, can be hindering us to lock us in those cages, as she put it. Right? I need to create something means I need to make it happen. But we're already it is what the point of what I'm trying to say today is. We're already it. We don't need to create it. We created it before we came here, and we just wanted to express it. Maybe we aren't creators, maybe we are expressors. Write that down, because I'll forget these things. I don't watch these back anymore. Not creators, but expressors. I'm gonna play with that. I don't know. We are, what do you think of that? I don't hear any boops from the comments section. Facebook user says, thanks, Bobby. You're welcome, Facebook user. That's probably Liren again. Yeah. You're welcome, Liren. And Amy says, boobies. Yep, here's the booby prizes. Are we birthing our ideas? Are we birthing our ideas? I'm gonna say no to that based on what I'm trying to get across today. I think the ideas are born. I think we are expressing the ideas, right? Birthing sounds like creating to me. Becomers of what? Yeah, we're becoming it. I like becoming. Reveal. That's a good one, Ray. Reveal. I like that. It's almost like it was always here the whole time, right? Yeah, like that. Here I am, right? You like that? Question, how did Bobby become Booby? Well, it's, I don't know if you've heard me say this before, but people write Booby to me all the time. Somebody did it in the comments the other day, and but people will send me emails constantly. Emails and texts happens all the time. Hey, Booby, right? And they don't even notice that they say it. Except one client, I think, does it on purpose because he does it all the time. And he would even call me Booby to my face. You don't accidentally say Booby, but you accidentally type it, So, yeah, too funny. And, yes, reveal. Reveal. That's a good one, Ray. I like it. I birth all I create. Well, yeah, because birthing and creating. Anyway, Dagmar, once again, is first in line for the Booby Prize. We will call this one here. Thank you guys so much for your time, for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I'll be back on Monday. Kelly is doing her lives now every week. And I forgot what these are called. Weaving the Magic with Kelly is her show. And Kirsten is going to be starting doing her lives in the group soon, whenever she's ready. And that's going to be called Outside the Box Thinking with, or Out of the Box. You know what? I should have read these things and memorized them before I decided to announce them. But I'm going to be putting a whole announcement in the announcements of the group so that everybody knows who's doing what and maybe when. I don't know. Revealing live, yep, and becoming what you truly are. And Kelly, so awesome. Yeah, Kelly is awesome. So Donna now has the Booby Prize. We will call it right there. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you Monday, and I'll be around. Talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.